First, coming to the ring from the blue corner, Josec Ruiz.
Jeremías 1:19 dice la Biblia, y pelearán contra mí, mas no me vencerán, porque Dios está conmigo para librarme, dijo Jehová. Yo, Dierola, gracias por darme la oportunidad de presentarme. Viví la marca, suelta el beat que quiero desahogarme. Es Little Remo, Tsunami. Envidiosos, odiosos, ustedes me han hecho famoso. Hablan de mí, me lo gozo. Lo que sale de su boca lo considero peligroso. Ando con Dios y siempre salgo victorioso.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Rashidi, Ellis.
Now, last time out, you saw one WBC champion. Here is another, Rashidi Ellis, Speedy Rashidi from Lynn, Massachusetts. He is your reigning WBC U.S. Silver Welterweight champion. Back for the first time since February, had a big knockout win over Jose Angulo at Mohegan Sun. He captured the belt that night, and tonight he's back in the ring for the first time in 5 months. Third fight with CES since he signed with the promotion following Team Combat League Season 2. Another one of those fighters who had that introduction to CES through Team Combat, and what a prospect for CES to pick up, right? He's someone who's right there on the brink of a potential world title shot.
Rashidi definitely is. I always said he was, you know, kind of too patient fighter. The last fight he had, he showed me he wasn't patient.
No.
He came out and took that guy right out.
He went in there and got the knockout victory in round number 7. He has called out a number of fighters over the course of his career. Brian Norman, WBO champion. Mario Barrios, the WBC champ. Right now, Ellis is ranked number 8 among welterweights in the WBO, so he is right there on the brink. If this current progress continues, Ellis will have an opportunity, possibly by the end of 2025.
Beautiful. That's good news to hear for his camp.
And we are just about ready for our main event, and with that, we're going to send it up to our ring announcer, Steve Mays, for the official introduction of tonight's main event at Mill City Mayhem.
Let's go, Rashidi. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, before the main event, I ask that you all please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem by saxophone sensation Eddie B. welterweight division. Your referee in charge, Leo Gerstel. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black and yellow trunks. He weighed in 147 pounds. He comes to us with a record of 24 wins, 8 losses, and 17 knockouts. From Miami, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, Josec El Scorpion Ruiz. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing the blue and gold trunks, and he is standing with the fan trainer of the Rivera bloodline, Alex Rivera. He weighed in tonight at 147 pounds. He has an impressive record of 26 wins with only 1 defeat and 17 big knockouts. He is your reigning WBC US Silver Welterweight Champion, and he is ranked number 7 in the world by the WBO. From Lynn, Massachusetts, he is the closer, Speedy Rashidi Ellis. Leo Gerstel with your final instructions. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event, 10 rounds in the welterweight division.
And it's time for our main event here at Mill City Mayhem. Josec Ruiz in the black and gold trunks taking on Rashidi Ellis in the white, turquoise, and a few other colors on those trunks. Nice outfit tonight from Rashidi.
I like it.
Looking to get win number 27. Ruiz coming in at 24-8-3. 17 of those wins by knockout. As we mentioned, Ray, a smaller fighter coming up in weight. Ruiz has campaigned over the last few years mostly between 130 and 135 pounds. He's a former title holder at 126 back in 2019, so he is smaller coming up in weight, but he did clock in at 147 yesterday on the scales. Ellis has fought as high as 54 in his career, now really settling in comfortably at welterweight. He's world rated. This is where he's most likely going to be for quite a while.
This is where he wants a campaign and get for that world title right now at 147. It's wide open. You
Yes.
know, he just had, oh my God, I went blank. He just lost in Times Square. He beat Ryan Garcia.
That's right. I'm drawing a blank as well, but you're right. The division is wide open, and Ellis has called them all out, whether it's Jaron Enos, Brian Norman, Mario Barrios. Only 1 loss on his record. That was to Romain Villa back in 2022, I believe. And Ellis took some time off after that, ended up with TCL for the Boston Butchers. Last year went 11-1 with the Butchers. He's already 10-2 this year, so he has been going back and forth between Butchers and then still establishing his footing in his pro career. So he's been very busy in 2025.
I'd like to see him just concentrate on the boxing, though. You get a cut
Yes.
in that 1 round, you got to take some time off.
It's tough. It's happened to a few fighters. It happened to, most recently, Amelia Moore,
Yes.
the newly debuting female sensation. She had campaigned mostly with the Butchers last year, suffered a massive cut in her 2025 debut with the Butchers, and now she's out for quite some time. So you're right. I think when you're this close to a title opportunity, it could be more productive for you to focus on one thing, but
Yes.
Ellis has been able to successfully so far, knock on wood, go back and forth, and it's keeping him active, keeping him fresh between fights.
Like I always say, I'm more happy when you prove me wrong. Beautiful left hook by Rashidi. He stunned Ruiz right there.
Ruiz, as we mentioned, last time out in April went the distance with Albert Bell, who's now 27-0. And that fight was at 135, so Ruiz capable of going rounds. Mouthpiece comes out. I think the referee not sure whose mouthpiece it is, but it is Ruiz's, and they're going to wash it off quick.
You can throw it in, you can wash it out, either or.
So a quick break in the action. And that loss, by the way, that we mentioned for Ellis was in 2023, not 2022. and that was when he had taken some time off. Coming from a very prestigious fighting family, his brother Ronald, sister Rashida. Right now, Rashidi has been the more active of the three. You see that fancy footwork by Ellis. That's why they call him Speedy. Ruiz charging him with a couple of shots.
Ruiz, that's the only way you can find Rashidi. You got to rush in and pin him to the rope.
You got to cut the ring off, and it's hard to do against a fighter that fast. But Ruiz, again, he's a smaller fighter, so he's got a little speed.
But I don't know if he got as much speed as Rashidi.
It's hard. Not many are as fast. That's why they call him Speedy. Round 1 of the books. Again, this one's scheduled for 10. Take a look back here, Ray, at some of the action.
You see Rashidi, he sets off them 3-4 punch combinations. It looks like he threw one punch, and his footwork is extraordinary. He jumps out the way. You see Ruiz trying to glue him to the ropes, but you have no way of gluing him there.
Ellis continuing to climb the ladder in the world rankings right now, number 7 in the WBO. That's as high as he's been in his career. And that WBC belt that he has around the waist, that WBC US Silver welterweight title, keeps him in the conversation among the WBC as well. They have many title holders, and all of them, once they get established in the ranking system, can sometimes lead to opportunities, and that's what Ellis wants. He just wants a chance to go in there and possibly fight for a world title, and he feels this is his year. He's 32. This is right around the time where, you want to get that chance.
This is the biggest guy here.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him put more pressure. Show him you're the biggest guy. Beautiful. Left hook.
Ellis going to the body. Showing off that hand speed.
And we got Ruiz who pulled up in this weight. I like to see him sit down and just back up Ruiz. Show him I'm the big guy. Don't come and get back down to your weight class.
Yeah. Ruiz, as we mentioned, was born in Honduras, moved to Miami roughly around 2018, 2019, and has fought mostly on U.S. soil since that time. Fought Gabriel Flores Jr. in the bubble back in 2020, if you remember, in Vegas. They had the bubble during the pandemic.
Yes.
Fought Henry LeBron at Madison Square Garden, so he's had some big fights too. Now he's just 3-6 in his last 9, but he's fought some, again, tough competition. Ellis, no stranger to that. Ellis, of course, is on that list of tough competitors for Josec Ruiz. And Ruiz is fast, I'll give him that. Some good 3-4 punch combos from Ruiz. Not much landing, and now Ruiz doing a little showboating.
He covers up good, a lot of the punches, it looks beautiful to the crowd that
Sure.
Ellis is landing in, but they're on his gloves. He's blocking it very well. See, this is where Ruiz wants him, glued to those ropes. Ellis is sitting on these punches. This is where I like to see him coming forward, back him up.
One of the things that Ellis has done that has impressed me in his Boston Butcher TCL run in his pro career is being able to adjust to the different styles. Team Combat League is 1 round.
Yes.
You got to come out firing. You got to remember, and it's a subconscious thing, but to come back to a 10-round fight, you have an opportunity to pace yourself a bit.
Yeah.
It's not that same frenetic pace.
And I talked to Rashidi about that. I asked him, I said, why are you jumping into the combat one round thing? He goes, first, paid me well, Coach Ray. And second, I like to fight.
There you go.
Third, I could adjust to anything. And he proved me wrong. He went out there. I didn't think he could do the 1 round because I always said, a good pro fighter adjusts from round to round.
Oh, there's some shots there. Overhand right
God.
sends Ruiz into the
The
ropes.
mouthpiece came out at the same time. I'm seeing a return of the Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas.
Yes.
And I found my mouthpiece.
Ruiz took 2 hard overhand rights after that flurry, and the second one sends to the ropes.
That left body shot.
Yeah. So great job by Ellis. As you mentioned, Ray, going downstairs to set it up.
You see it right
Here's the
here,
replay.
boom, body shot. And Then those two right hands over the top landed.
Good 4-punch combo by Rashidi Ellis to score the knockdown at the end of round number 2. And this is where Ellis begins to take control. He gets that flurry, gets that knockdown early in the fight, and then just really settles into a pace. And we'll see if, in fact, that is what happens and if Ruiz can keep up.
I think Rashidi just realized, I am the bigger guy. And I'm going to back this little guy up, and I think I'm done.
And that's the toughest part, Ray, I think, for the smaller fighter coming up in weight, is as that fight progresses, that bigger fighter just wears on you after a while.
Yes, he wears on you. You can see Rashidi, that left hook to the body. That's what started it all. Then he came back to the left up top, and the right dropped him down. Like I say all the time, pick him up and make him fall.
Round 3 about to get underway. Rashidi Ellis in a groove right now as we enter into our main event. Ray Oliveira, Michael Parenti bringing you the action here as the sweat is flying into the broadcast booth. We thank you for joining us tonight on Swerve Combat. Ellis in the multicolored trunks taking on Josec Ruiz in the black and the gold. Ellis scored a knockdown into the close of round number 2. Opening up a pretty decent lead here going into round 3, and we'll see how much longer Ruiz can hang against the bigger Ellis. We mentioned, Ray, during the pre-show that Ellis, more of a natural 130, 135 coming up in weight to take on Rashidi Ellis, who by many accounts is a bigger welterweight.
Yeah, he definitely is. I would say that. You can see the built on him. He's got wide shoulders and his legs are thick. But if he can campaign at 147, why not?
Oh.
There he goes again with the hooks.
Ruiz in some trouble, but he fights off the ropes momentarily.
He's stumbling around that, though.
Punches starting to pile up for Ellis, and so is the damage to Ruiz. And still a lot of time to go here in round 3. And you're right, Ray. Ellis is well-built, wide shoulders. He's fought at 154 in the past. And you're right. If he can maintain 147 with that size, that's going to be tough to beat for anybody.
And not just that size. If you put, like I always say, if you get a tank, and if it can move fast, it can blow through everything. That's what Rashidi is. He's a tank, and he got speed that he can move through anything. Oh my God, that one right hook to the body.
Another
as he's backing up.
Body shot by Ellis sends Ruiz crashing to his knees.
And Rashidi threw that as he's backing up.
It was Ruiz who was the aggressor, and Ellis with a brilliant counter to the body to get the knockdown, and now he's going for the kill here. A lot of time in round 3.
He's sitting on that power.
Ellis starting to pour it on, scoring the second knockdown of the fight. And we'll see if he can finish and close the show here in style. Trying to get win number 27.
Oh.
There's another knockdown.
Oh, my. If he gets up from that. Yeah, he is.
I'm not sure he should, and they're going to wave it off.
The referee stopped it.
And that will do it. Rashidi Ellis, they call him Speedy, and he makes quick work of Josec Ruiz in our main event. What a sensational showing by Rashidi Ellis.
That was incredible. I mean, the speed on him. I understand I say all the time they call him Rashidi Speedy Ellis, but look at this. Even the cameras, the slow-mo, he looks fast. Look, even on slow motion, he looks fast. It's
Two
ridiculous.
body shots in this round that finished off Ruiz, and you're right, Ray. You can watch on television, you can watch highlights, but to sit here ringside and see him up close and personal, just to see that speed from Rashidi Ellis, it's impressive no matter how many times you watch it. He is just on a sensational run right now between Team Combat League and between his pro career, and now his 3rd win under the CES banner, and no doubt most likely will move up in the WBO rankings when they start to release the July and August rankings. Be very interested to see where they slot him and what is next for Ellis, but here's another look here right at the end of this fight.
He turns it right over, he's sitting on that power, and as he's backing up, he steps on that back right leg and rips that left hook to the body.
Great job by Ellis. Let's send it up to our ring announcer, Steve Mays, with the particulars.
No black hoodies, we hit the streets again. He don't like attention, he'll tweak and get the remix.
Waterville Gemini 4-5 on a Sunday at 2 a.m. Tune in, looking.
She outside with her friend. Her baby daddy's my enemy. I'ma trip out if you I get that dick up, she my outside with her. My baby daddy is mine. I'ma trip out if you.
Ladies, let me see how you do it real quick, line.
Girl, bend it over, let a nigga grab it. Everybody tripping out, yeah, it's a smash it. Yeah, show me how you trip out. You can't do it, watch out. Show me how you trip out.
By the way, Ray, that welterweight you mentioned, Rolly Romero.
There you go. That's the fight I like to see. Him and
Yes.
Rolly
The
Romero.
winner
Yes,
of
Rolly's
the
coming off
main
a loss,
event
but so
at
what?
2 minutes and 19 seconds of round number 3 by knockout, Speedy Rashidi Ellis. Speedy, I gotta get in here, man. I gotta get in here. Listen. Hold on, Mr. DJ. Listen. You always close the show. You're the closer. You always close the show. How does it feel tonight right here in Lowell?
It feels good, man. At the end of the day, you gave me that name. You started off the close. I love that. But it feels real good. You know, first I gotta thank God, thank everybody that came by. You know, all my supporters, all my family and everything. Sure, because I've been here since my first time fighting here. I was 16 years old at the Golden Gloves. And 16 years later, I'm here again. Shining, baby.
So all of USA Boxing was here earlier. It was a pro-am. You had your gym was represented well earlier, but everybody downstairs was talking about you. They wanted to see you. They saw you fight here for so many years in the Golden Gloves, and they all wanted to see you tonight. How about the support from everybody?
Sure, I hope you guys love what you see. But it means a lot to me, it means the world to me, man. Like, I'm not a crier, but you know, I want to cry right now, but I'm not a crier, but you know what I mean.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got your brother here, you got your butcher's partners here, you got everybody here, but we at CES believe you are now, you know, you're ranked in the world number 7. With the help of Jimmy Birchfield, we can get you the title shot you want. Mr. B's gonna help you. Give me a name. Give me a name. Who do you want?
First thing I say, Jimmy's the man. Jimmy's the motherfucking man. And you already know who I want. Brian Norman. I've been calling him up for years. Like, let's get it. I'm gonna take that strap. Easy work.
Can everybody party with you with the Blue Shamrock after? That's what I want to know.
Yo, everybody come by. Let's have some fun. Drinks on me. No, I'm lying. Yeah, you gotta have this shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lowell Auditorium, I present to you the winner by knockout, the closer, Speedy Rashidi Ellis!
So there it is, Ray. It's official. 2:19 in the round number 3. Knockout victory for Rashidi Ellis. Improvement to 27-1. Wanting and really needing that title shot, hopefully for Rashidi Ellis by the end of the year. I think sky's the limit. When you think about Rashidi Ellis and you go back and look at how his career has really turned around since 2022, since he suffered that loss. Some fighters go the other way. Yeah, he's improving and getting even better and climbing closer to the top than arguably he was before that.
I think sometimes a loss, it can be awakening. You know, it tells you, you know, I have the ability to do this if I put a little more effort into it. He has the ability. We always knew he had it. Maybe it was something in his head, and it clicked. He found the weight he likes, 147. I also got another name for him to work on, Ryan Garcia. Romero Ellis and Ryan Garcia, either one of them would be a great fight, and I think I believe he can really win it, and it's also a great opportunity for him.
Ellis right now is as hot as he's ever been. He has settled into a groove at 147, and we'll see what the future has. Tonight, Ray, we saw so much. We saw Francis Hogan get win number 20. Mike Fontanez go to 12-0. Adrian Sosa victorious after a 3-year layoff. And we saw the CES debut of Jadel Pazmino, the new Tasmanian Devil. Tonight, who really stood out to you tonight?
At first, I was going to go with Joshua Alvarado and Kevin Rodriguez because it was a great fight. The crowd was going nuts. They opened it up. Then the new Tasmanian Devil walked in. And yes, it was probably 15, 20 seconds, but I got to give it to him.
Fantastic night.
I mean, he brought the crowd. He brought the pads in the ring with him. And he showed that I deserve this name.
I will say this, it was great to be back in Lowell after so many years, the historic Lowell Memorial Auditorium. This is where boxing has lived for so many decades. It was great to see so many of the classic fighters, yourself included, by the way, Mickey Ward, Vinny Paz, the new Hall of Fame inductee. And tonight, CES Boxing taking it to another level yet again. We want to thank everybody for joining us on Swerve Combat. For Ray Oliveira, I'm Michael Parenti. We will see you next time.